All right. Hopefully, we are all live. It's been a minute. I have been traveling and doing stuff. So this is going to be a little bit of a slower start as I check all my systems and everything. I need to confirm that I can hear myself. Don't mind the echo for a quick second. All right. Sounds good. So, what are we doing? Well, we're going to be playing some Zelda, obviously. But then also, we got some announcements to make. I might wait and see. Hopefully some people join in. Obviously, since the Monday schedule's been a little inconsistent, we'll have to see who ends up joining. Did I put out my tweets and all that? Yeah, so last week we didn't do any stream because we just finished both Monster Hunter Iceborne and Rise. And then Hannah and I were traveling. And so was Nate. Nate went to, I think, the Black Hills, to National Park and stuff. Hopefully, I think he is planning on streaming on Wednesday, so he'll be able to talk about that stuff. But I can talk about our trip, which was a blast. And am I forgetting anything? Oh, yeah, let me cut up my second screen here so I can see, make sure everything's going okay. Sweet. I think that's everything. So, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I am in mid-air. And what am I doing here? Mostly hovering. I was looking for a temple, but I think I'm going to abandon that since it's on stream now. And I'm going to go back to my goal of getting to this island. I think I've got a couple temples that I can knock out. Maybe I'll do that first. I think 2 temples I can knock out. I did find this one. Yeah, let's watch this. Let's just view this memory. I found it while I was on the plane. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It sounded like I was okay. These, of course, don't make any sense out of context.
Finally, it is mine.
Oh, hey, Craig, how's it going? We're watching a cutscene from The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And I haven't gotten into any of the announcements or anything yet. But, Craig, if you go check out the stream, you should see, if you can confirm for me, our overlay that shows all the stream stuff. Yes. Yeah, do you want to? I haven't had a chance to talk to people about it yet. Do you want to say what Sharkamurray Tooth is, and then a little bit about the association?
Yeah, exactly. So it's July being the
Oh, hold on. I think they can't hear you. Hold on. I've been talking to myself for the past 2 minutes. Give me just a second as I switch over so you can actually hear Craig. Which one would it be? All right, say something now. Nope. Going back to default. Okay, so there it is. I just had to switch it back and out of default. Okay, Craig's on the stream. Hey, Craig, how's it going?
party. Look at that confetti coming down on these enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Yeah, like Cameron was saying, we're doing an initiative this month for the CMTA. Stands for the Charcot Mauritius Association. Um, two
Oh,
exciting things. One, it's exciting for me because I have CMT, and not that that's exciting in and of itself, but that the CMTA is doing a lot of good research. And actually, my cousin who sits on the board was talking over our last family get together about all the up and coming drug that's potentially could stop the progression of the disease in its tracks. And there is no drug for it. I've lived with it my whole life. You get people with mild cases like me, who it affects your nervous system and your muscles and your extremities, all the way to people that eventually can't really walk or do everything, which could happen to me eventually if there's not drugs like these that are being funded to stop the progression of it. So yeah, so with the month of July being Disability Pride Month, kind of commemorating the American Disabilities Act being signed into law in 1990 in July. We thought it would be a good time to switch it up on the channel, do some good good in the world, and raise some funds. So hope you all join us. We'll be streaming every Thursday through August the 12th, in which then we'll do a live board game session with a bunch of our members that are in town.
yes, and that is in addition to the regular stream. So Mondays I'll still be streaming. Tuesdays Danny will be streaming. Wednesdays I think Nate or Tom will be streaming. And during those streams we'll still be talking about it and raising money. As you can see up top, there's a QR code. Can I get the camera right? It's weird because it's backwards. There's a QR code right over to my left. That you can donate now if you want. But like Craig was saying, on Thursdays, he'll be taking the lead. I don't know if you're going to be the one streaming directly. Maybe sometimes you are. But you'll be kind of running a Thursday stream every Thursday for the next, like, is it 4 weeks?
Yeah, exactly. I probably would kind of flock to you guys just because you guys stream all the time. I'll definitely join and lead the conversation around any questions people have about the organization and stuff. But
And you'll be playing the games with us and stuff. But
yeah, we're just gonna get together, and I mean, oh yeah, for sure. And I think the big thing is, like, yeah, we're gonna be playing board games for fun. Anybody that wants to join in, by all means do so. And then if you can donate. Another perk to the donations too is if you donate $5 or more in $5 increments, you get one entry per every $5 you donate to our pool. And we've gone ahead and said we're going to give away some Steam gift cards. So whether you're into board games or not, you know, there's plenty of stuff on Steam to pick up. So we'll do a $50 gift card, a $25 gift card, a $10 gift card. And then also too, we're going to figure out, maybe we'll crowdsource this, but like, is there a game out there that people are dying to play, a board game, and we may give away a copy. So we'll either buy you a copy and ship it to you, or we can take one of the games that we have lying around that we really enjoy, and send that to you. So yeah, there will be a bunch of prizes. Those will all be raffled off at the August 12th live stream of our board game session.
Yes, that'll be a Saturday. And that'll be a time. It's really exciting for me because that'll be us streaming from the old streaming location, and a group of us will be together in person again, which we haven't done in a minute, like live stream wise.
Which we just got the okay for that today. I just texted
perfect.
with,
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, Julie's awesome. She's like the group mom. She takes care of all of us. So yeah, we'll be live streaming, and there's no need to like comment on which one you want to be eligible for. Like, you'll be eligible for everything. We'll just raffle one off at a time, so you'll have up to like 5 chances to win. Yeah, and just donate at least $5, and for every $5 you'll get one more entry. So by all means, please donate, help us out. I mean, this is really cool for me, especially since, like I said, last family gathering, my cousin who sits on their board was like, hey, we for once have like a really promising drug that's in the final stage of testing. So, and they talked about, you know, I think they've spent up to $23 million on it, and there's going to be another $10 million spent trying to get it to market. Because you know, drugs can be expensive until they're widely spread. So this is all perfect timing. All the money is going towards a really good something, and hopefully, you know, that drug gets to market. So
Yeah, it is really exciting. And like Craig said, the Steam gift cards are already like in place. The you know, whatever board game we end up picking and adding the prize pool, that information I think will have finalized and announced by Sunday of this week. So you'll have plenty of time to see what all the prizes are, get the donations in. Like Craig said, every $5 you donate is another entry into the competition. And we're raising money this time. We're doing it through Tiltify. So we should be able to see your Twitch handle or some other way of contacting you. We'll confirm to make sure that as a donor you'll be entered in the prize pool, and we can reach out to you that way.
yeah, and I think your name shows up on the channel too. So we'll on the Tiltify page. So for every entry, yeah, you'll see. You'll see your name entered in the drawing, and then, like I said, please join if you want to play along. We've got a pretty fun schedule. I think we put out a little poll. So this Thursday we're going to do a bunch of free games. So there's a URL that we'll be using for code names, if you're familiar with that. I think we might try to do Love Letter, which is another really easygoing card game, just because we have time to probably play multiple games, and then some other ones like Here to There, and yeah, we'll do that this week. Next week we're planning to do. We have a lot of D&D fans on the channel. Some of you may be watching. Hey, D&D fans, we're going to be rolling for initiative. This CMTA initiative here in D&D style. We'll be playing Waterdeep. Which is a fun board game and runs really, really well on Steam. I think the next week after that, we're playing like the adult version of Mario Party, Little Blood.
Oh yeah, Pummel Party. So
Yeah,
I love
Guts.
I love code names, and I'm excited for Waterdeep. But I think Pummel Party might be the one I'm most excited for because I've never played it before. It sounds. I'm really
so
curious how it'll translate. Yeah, as a board game.
It's up to 8 players, and it's just party games, and you get to blow people up, smash people with like wrecking balls and stuff, and then whoever loses ends up in a punch box. You get to punch them, so it's fun. And then you wear your little silly costume heads too, like chicken heads and pumpkins and whatever. It's cool. And then the last week before we do the live stream of our board game, yet to be determined on that, we're going to do a game called Root, which is a fun little game as well. And yeah, like I said, if you're interested in joining, jump over to the Discord. We have events set up for each of them on Thursday nights. Definitely click the check mark to be interested or attending, and we'll try to fit as many people as we can. A lot of the great thing about a lot of these digital ones is like we can just spin up another game.
Yeah.
And, we'll probably have one streaming, but just because we don't have every game streaming doesn't mean we're not having fun and everybody's not invited. So the more the merrier. Everybody is welcome to come play, and of course, most importantly, to donate. So.
Absolutely. And yeah, our goal. So we've our original goal was $200. We pushed it out to $500. So yeah, if you get those donations coming in, keep an eye out. I'm sure we'll add in milestones and things as we finalize our details. I'm very excited for easy shrine. Literally just okay. I guess getting to this shrine was the hard part, but I don't remember. But yeah, so that is again this month and like the beginning of next month. We are raising money for the Charcot. Is it Charcot? I guess I always assumed it was
Yeah, it's the
French.
3 last names of the doctors who were able to establish the disease and kind of basically figure out what it was. So Charcot is the last name of one, Tooth is the last name of another, and then Marie is the other one.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I said them in the wrong order, but yeah.
we're raising money for the association that does a lot of funding and advocating for research. Like Craig said, there is a promising drug that is going through like trials right now, being developed. So we're hopeful that you can contribute, and every bit you do goes to help a really good cause and help make the world a healthier place in general.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, like I was alluding to earlier, it's exciting for me because it's a hereditary disease. It affects in like 1 in every 3 million people, and it just so happens I was the first one to be diagnosed with it. But a lot of my family members since then, because it is hereditary, have some level of it. And so I have aunts and uncles that, as they've gotten older, have had more symptoms pop up that they didn't even know they had because I was the first one to be diagnosed with it. So yeah, it is something that progresses. And yeah, if this drug comes to market, the idea is that it would stop the progression of it, which is really, really cool. Anytime you see something like that, that's groundbreaking work right there. But yeah, those efforts aren't cheap, and so I think this is great timing to kick off this fundraiser.
Yeah, and the goal is like I think we've talked about it before. The plan is to I'm 50% of the way through, or not 50, 20% of the way through the shrines. This year, I think instead of doing one big Kickstarter, we're going to be doing smaller, more frequent, but smaller fundraisers for different causes. So don't hold out on donations just because you think, I want to wait to donate to Extra Life. We're not necessarily doing Extra Life this year. Not that there's anything wrong with that foundation or charity effort. I think we wanted to mix it up this year. So actually, Craig, I want to thank you for taking the lead on this effort, kind of forging the path that we'll figure out the rest of us how we're gonna do it. Shit.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing because I think we can all dedicate a little more time gaming and doing the things we love. So doing a month of board game streams spreads it out a little bit and helps people follow it when they have time instead of one big long stream. But then two, it also gives, like you said, a chance to highlight some different charities that we all feel strongly about. So.
Where the fuck do I want to go? All right, I'm going to reset. So my goal right now is I've got, last time I streamed, which I didn't realize it's been like a month because we did Monster Hunter Iceborne and finished that out with Fatalis. We did Rise and finished that out with Primordial Malzeno. And then I was on vacation, so I didn't realize how long it's been since I've done a Zelda stream. I just did this shrine. The shrine is complete. And now I need to get up to, there's a storm up there. Yeah. Up there above us. You can kind of see the lightning where that, I'm trying to get to that temple basically. So I guess I want to head in this direction. So I was going the right way, I just was falling too fast. But yeah, I guess with that announcement, Craig, do you want to start us off as I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going, with a little life update? How's everything been going on your end? We usually talk about kind of how life is outside of streaming and all that.
Yeah. Life update. Nothing much, just working for the man, as we all do. But yeah, me, Autumn, are holding it down here in at the house, working from home. And then as far as other life updates, I couple of weeks ago became an uncle, so that was cool.
Yeah, which if people want to see baby pics, you got to hop on the Discord.
Yeah, I posted one of me holding the little guy, so that's cool. Yeah, it's that's super exciting. I know my parents are pretty excited because they're first-time grandparents as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, did some traveling. There was a wedding at University of Georgia, so that was I've never been there, so it's out in the boonies. So
Oh, nice.
That was cool. That's
Who is
college town.
University of Georgia is not in Atlanta?
It's in Athens, Georgia.
Ah,
It's
gotcha.
probably like an hour and a half away from there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just little country college town.
Good wedding?
Cool. Yeah, it was good.
What was the
held out
food
pretty
like?
well.
Because I'm going to talk about a wedding too, and I've got opinions.
Yeah, so the food, so this was kind of a fancier wedding. I don't know if you've been to any, Cameron, but like a black tie affair, where everybody is wearing bow tie, button down, black toed
Yeah,
shoes.
my brother's was black tie. I guess his was black tie optional. Hannah and I think ours was like whatever you call it, formal, but not black tie. So everyone was in tux in yours?
Pretty much, yep. And then I just wore like a really, really dark navy suit with like a bow tie or whatever, just so it looked normal. But there was other people with dark navy. But yeah, there was a ton of people with just black tie, everything. So that was interesting. Never been to one like that. But yeah, it was good. The food was spread out across the venue. They had different stations with different offerings. It was like I didn't go to every single one, but I think they had like shrimp and grits at one. They had salmon and like veggies assortments at the other. Yeah, the food was all really good though.
Awesome. Free. I assume if it's a nice wedding, it's got a open bar.
Yeah, it was an open bar. Yeah.
Nice. So this past week, Hannah and I were traveling. I don't know that I'm in the right place. I feel like I need to go higher. Did I fuck up?
For a second there, I thought you were talking about the wedding. You're like, I showed up to the wedding and I don't know if I was in the right place.
That has happened before. Let me share that story real quick because it's really fucking funny. So about like 6 or 7 years ago, we were going to a wedding. It was family friends of my parents. I need to get back up higher. And we went with my mom. So Hannah and I went accompanying my mother as like the family got an invitation. And I didn't know them really well. We go to the wedding venue. We see there's a wedding and the last names look like they're Persian. We step inside and everyone is speaking Farsi. And we're looking around and my mom's like, I don't recognize any of these people. And then she looks at the bride and groom and she's like, we are not at the right location. So apparently we had managed to find like the only, I guess there were two weddings. One was a Persian wedding and one was an Afghan wedding. And we managed to walk into the wrong one, which I thought was really, really funny. So I have done that before. And then we had to like embarrassingly walk out while their ceremony's happening. But yeah, Hannah and I went to San Francisco and Oakland for a week. We left Monday before July 4th. And we spent through the 6th in Oakland, visiting San Francisco here and there for food and stuff. And I got to see, you mentioned you're an uncle. I am not an uncle because it's my cousin's baby.
Well, you are an uncle, just not that to that person. You are,
yes,
you got
yeah.
a little guy.
Yeah, exactly. But there's my cousin had a baby, 3 months old now. Got to meet Lale for the first time, which was really, really nice. And yeah, it was really good. And my cousin Naveed and his wife Victoria live in Oakland. We toured around, did a lot of walking. It was a lot quieter than I was expecting. I guess living in like downtown Cincinnati, going to a city like Oakland or San Francisco, I was expecting a lot more hustle and bustle. I was surprised by how quiet it was.
Well, I wonder if that's changed too, because I know, there's been a mass exodus of people, especially in the San Francisco area. So I don't know if that used to be all that always that way, but I guess we really wouldn't know.
Yeah. But yeah, it was still a ton of fun. Saw a lot of cool sights. My rental car was a Dodge Charger, which was a lot of fun to drive around. It got broken into. They didn't take anything because we didn't leave anything in the car, and then they swapped it out for us for a Dodge Challenger. So it was fun to do a little drive-in. We had some really good food, good seafood, good Asian food. Fuck.
Did you mention to them, like, does this happen? Because I heard like that happens so much in San Francisco break-ins.
Yeah, and it was basically like we were warned about it. So like it didn't like it's just something they're prepped for. It didn't cost me anything. It was a little annoying because I had to go back to the rental place to swap it out, but it was a pretty straightforward swap out. Where the fuck am I trying to get to here? All right, I've got these blocks. Maybe I should stop being an idiot and like use these blocks. I want to get over there. You know what? Let's build. Let's do a little building. Okay. We went to this place called Liho Yacht Club, which was, we did like a tasting menu there. It was incredibly good. We went to, on Merritt Lake, there's a place, I forget the name of the restaurant, but it's located on Merritt Lake. And it was, really just, we had a really good lobster and seafood. Do I have a balloon, flame emitter, portable pot, fan, big battery, wing? Maybe I could just take a wing over there. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just get as high as possible, and I'll try and take a wing. Alright. But then after we were done in Oakland, San Francisco, we drove up about an hour north to a place called Bodega Bay, where my my cousin-in-law got married. So that was a very nice wedding, really lovely venue. It was out in like the redwoods. It was an outdoor venue. They had like a kind of tent and stuff. But we were like, they got married like in the middle of the forest, which was really cool. Now, Bo, the husband, and Sonia, his wife, they are vegan. They did a really good vegan menu. Good appetizers like crostini, stuff like that. Build your own vegan burrito bar for dinner, which was fun. But then the cake was not great, which was disappointing. Hannah was pretty sad about that. But she also made a new best friend. There was like a 3-year-old girl there. She like basically kicked me out of my seat at the table, sat next to Hannah, and just talked with Hannah like the whole night. It was really, awesome. Really adorable. Yeah, it was really good. All right, I'm gonna take... I can't take it out here.
It's honestly probably good for you, Cameron. You get some of your own medicine. Just get kicked out of your seat, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, can't do anything about it. Exactly. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. All right. Oh fuck! Nope. Fucking god damn it! All right. Brushing off the cobwebs. Okay, so you can see above me. There's like all these fucking boats and stuff. I just need to like get up there. I wonder if I can short circuit this with a rocket.
Yeah, last time I watched your stream, because I have not played this yet. I'm stuck on other games at the moment, but you had a lot less items at your disposal, so.
Yeah, I've been finding some. It looks like I do need to like make my way across. So okay, let me just get the fucking thing out and just do the thing.
Dude, what is the point? We're making our way upward, but where is the point that you need to get to?
It is up in this storm.
Okay.
You can see every now and then the lightning like highlights there's some sort of object up there. There's like a level up there. So this is just the like fucking around getting like to the level part. All right, let me take out one of these.
You have to go all the way across, or what's that pillar button to your left, over your shoulder to your left?
I can't climb that because of the ice on it. I was thinking I could use a rocket to get up there, but I don't think it shoots me up high enough. So I'm going to try this right now. Oh, god damn it. Why do you keep falling? Okay, there we go. Even out. Of course, this doesn't help me because this, yeah, it doesn't get me close. My launch point was bad. Well, I guess it got me out pretty far.
Okay, so it does regenerate a little bit.
Yeah, I've got a battery in here that'll last a little bit. There's, I guess, upgrades I can make for the battery out in, like, the underground area, but I haven't done that. Alright, we're going back. The goal of tonight's stream is to get to this freaking level. And I apologize if it's slow. I've been ignoring chat, sorry. Boom Headshot, hello, hi. Cheryl, how's it going? It's been going good. Finn and Poe, oh yeah, from earlier when he was saying it's not exciting, yeah. Rathloros, is Monster Hunter done? I mean, Monster Hunter is never really done, but we are finished with the, like, progression in the latest games. It's up to whether or not I can convince Nate to come play Generations again. I'd love to stream Generations with Nate, but I don't know, I don't know if that would really happen anytime soon. He's got, I think, his schedule that he's still working out. There's a lot of things that I think people are asking for from Nate, so I'm not going to add it onto his plate yet. First thing he's got to do is figure out his Avernus shit.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. That's the other thing too. I don't blame him though, because we all know that. I mean, if you, I guess I don't really know, but I've heard the North Dakota winters are pretty brutal. So by all means, like, get outside and do the things, do all the things.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Can I? All right. So I've skipped this part now. That's nice. I think I've got enough stamina to get me up there. Shanice, am I a flying pig? No, I've never actually ran the full marathon. I have no claim to be a flying pig, but I have. Fuck.
Hannah's doing a bunch of running, isn't she? She posts a whole lot.
Yeah, she and I have been doing 5Ks and stuff. We're getting back in shape. My goal is the deal. Ah, fuck. Okay, hold on. Just chill. Okay, we're good. The goal is to try and do a 10K this year, and if Hannah manages to, what the deal is if she runs a 10K without stopping, then I will take her. We will plan a trip to Disneyland, which will be fun.
Gotta run the campaign without stopping. Disneyland, baby.
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Do you want to come say hi?
Hi, I can't see
Hey, Hannah.
Okay. She's making dinner. So yeah, so she says hi. But Hannah, like I said, Hannah and I we spent our week in Oakland and San Francisco last week. She has absolutely been dreadfully missing the pets. Something tremendous. So she's, I think this week she's actually she quit her show that she was gonna be in. I think she just wasn't finding the time with how much traveling we're doing right now. So she'll get some more time with the pets. And then we're pretty soon, like basically what, the week after we're done with our charity event, Craig, you, Hannah, Nate, and I, Tanner, and Tom, we're all fucking heading off to Seattle, which I'm super excited for. We got to have a meeting about making sure we've got all our T's crossed and I's dotted there as well, but that can wait a little bit.
And our what's all figured out.
Other than that, I don't really have any other major update stuff. I guess I can talk about tabletop role-playing game stuff. Usually people like to hear about that. Alright. I want to do this right.
I've seen a couple. I haven't joined in on one in a while, but I've seen a couple that are going off that I was initially part of that I'd like to get back into. I think. Let's see.
Why can't I take it out here?
We got a Vernus Rising, which is interesting. That's
yeah,
August.
That's something I am running, which will be an open table style campaign. It's not going to be Descent into Avernus, but I was inspired by some of the stuff in Descent into Avernus to be like, oh, I'm going to run. It's basically associated with the epic that you helped run.
Prolonged adventure, or is this just
yeah, it's gonna be like the way I did the Domains of Dread kind of thing. Individual short adventures that kind of tie together into a loose campaign.
Yeah, those seem kind of fun and get people involved. I saw, coming up this Sunday or this Saturday, it looks like Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I was running Cyberpunk for a while. I'm excited to get back into it. It's been on a little bit of a break as life got busy, but so how do I get this thing to like
the original party, character creation for that? So definitely might.
Yeah.
Have to pick that up at some point.
Oh, absolutely. All right, you know what? Fuck it. We're ah, shit. Can I do this? Can I build in midair? All right. I need this one.
Sounds like my project at work. while we develop it.
Ah, god damn it. I can do it. I can do it, and I just need to have the balls. All right. Go. Oh, I'm not high enough. I'm too low. Fuck.
Here you can get high with a little help from your friends.
Yeah. As I watch the sky above me. Ah. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much. I'm clearly missing something like super obvious.
We're still trying to get across the way to the.
Yeah, this is like I guess I did the 2 shrines, but I haven't made any other progress this stream. It's a bit embarrassing. What other thing could I possibly do right now? Is there any other way for me? There was like a little thing that like launched me somewhere, wasn't it? Well, let's go to Ijo-O Shrine and see. But yeah, so TTRPG stuff. Craig, I just finished a campaign. I have been running the Rime of the Frost Maiden for about 2 years.
Yeah, that was that with Danny and.
No, this was like basically a totally new group. At the time, it was okay. So I could like launch this in this direction. Do I just try and do this? That doesn't really put me anywhere close, does it? Ah, there are the islands I'm trying to get to. No, not nearly high enough. Well, it was so Osprey played in it, and so did Tanner. So a different group of players. But this one, the party was Icewind Dale is like magical Alaska. And it's a campaign I wouldn't mind running again for like a different group of people because I really, really liked it. The structure was awesome. I think the story was a lot of fun. It goes level 0 to 13. And then...
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, honestly, to get through that many levels in 2 years, too.
Well, we were like, we played basically every other day, or not every other day. We played twice a month for 4 hours. I imagine if I did it again, maybe the pace would be slower, but this was a group that was like hungry for it. So we just kind of kept going. But yeah, they go to Icewind Dale, which is magical Alaska. There's a spell that has been cast by an evil goddess that prevents the sun from rising, and temperatures are over time slowly getting colder and colder. Her intention is to freeze the land solid, and the party's basically like, the structure is you go and you're helping the towns with their like small individual problems, and then you learn how you can solve the big problem. And there's a lot of like exploration, a lot of dungeon crawling. It's like pretty classic D&D. The closest thing, like, you know how Avernus has like the machines, and like Waterdeep has all the politics and stuff. This one is like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I think it's a very good thing. It's like very basic, like you have this big land to explore that's wilderness and monsters and stuff. There's dungeons in different spots, and they're themed in different ways, and they do different things, and you solve them in different ways, and we are trying to just like go through however many dungeons, and you do get to fight a dragon. It has a dungeon, so it is literally Dungeons and Dragons. Just very classic, almost vanilla, but they did a couple cool things. One of the themes of this book that I ran was horror movies, so it's very much inspired by things like The Thing, or kind of like Stephen Kingy, and I think it works out really well. What I've noticed is Dungeons and Dragons, like when you do a horror campaign, it's not really true horror, but it does provide a certain amount of like flavor and tension for the adventure. So yeah, I'd highly recommend anyone who is curious about running a game. It's a good like starter adventure, and it was a lot of fun to play even if you're an experienced DM. I modified things. I changed some stuff in it, but it was really good. Maybe it's these, like, are these things? Have I been a dum-dum and I've just been ignoring these switches? No, that is not a thing. Okay. At least I know that.
Well, that campaign sounds like a lot of fun. Like, again, let's like somebody get their feet wet in like the classic mechanics of it, but then also lets them be creative with this. horror kind of film mantra that it has going on. It sounds like I would enjoy it. Not that there's been a D&D campaign I haven't enjoyed, but
Yeah,
sounds like a good
it's one that like I've slowly been collecting the miniatures.
yeah.
So at some point I could run it like in person. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do miss our in-person stuff, because that's our Avernus thing.
Yeah, it started out.
Been
Oh
playing
fuck.
it since before COVID, and that was in person. Yeah, and that was cool. And we do have miniatures for that. Cameron, you have a bunch of them for that.
Yeah, I've got our Infernal War Machine, like the big Infernal War Machine, all set up. And I know you've got Ashen and his
Bike, yeah, I have his bike that his infernal canister of Ichor and reinforced bike.
yeah. I don't know, like, how do I
So
get?
that's pretty cool. And
Alright.
we've since done a bunch of stuff with them for D&D, but had it printed out by Hero Forge and painted up, so it looks pretty cool. It doesn't. Hopefully one day at the end of this, we'll get to put them all on the board and.
Yeah, I'd love for the end of the campaign to be in person. That'd be really really fun. But yeah, so Cheryl, I know you're always curious about the TTRPG stuff. I am planning on doing a post campaign kind of interview with Tanner and Osprey. I think that would be a lot of fun, just to hear their thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. The main things I didn't like about the campaign were limited to the format we were running it in, Adventurers League, which does present some limits to the Dungeon Master, which is another reason I want to like run it again, is where I'm just running it on my own and I can kind of do whatever I want with certain things. But still highly recommend. And then what else? Dragon of Icespire Peak. That's another like specifically designed to be a beginner-friendly campaign. I've been running that with Hannah, Henderson, Anna, and Sabrina, and Elle on the Discord. It's been a fun, like, it's almost been like a ladies' brunch D&D campaign, and it's been a lot of fun. They fucking latch on or hate NPCs the most viciously I've ever seen of any player. When they don't like someone, they really don't fucking like someone. There was a guy
Do you have a nickname for them? Are they the Mean Girls?
Yeah, that's a good one. They're the mean girls. There was a guy they rescued from Ankegs, which are like these giant roach monsters. And he's just a guy, so like these roach monsters attacked the camp, and he went and he hid because like he's not an adventurer, and they were so mad that he just went and hid like a coward that they've been like very much actively trying to like destroy his life now. It's pretty funny. But yeah,
Awesome.
but yeah, that's going. Fuck.
Nothing like Mean Girls and female retribution.
Yeah.
They'll get ya.
But yeah, with Rime of the Frost Maiden completed, that was one of the reasons I was like, what do I want to do next? And that's where the Avernus Rising is the one I was thinking about as like my next open table. And then I do have an idea that because we only got to level 13 on Rime of the Frost Maiden, I was like, what if, and not right away, but what if we do a little time skip and it's like, okay, you saved Icewind Dale and we got to do everyone's epilogues and their characters got to like do stuff. Now, what if we pick back up 5 years later? What's your character been up to? What's their relationship been like with Icewind Dale and everything? And there's like certain hanging threads that I think we could play with, which would be a lot of fun for a campaign. It would be more homebrew, but it would still be a lot of fun. Those, Cheryl, are my big TTRPG stuff. I know Tom ran Lancer recently, which we'll have to talk to him at some point while he's streaming about how Lancer went. I'm hoping to play that. Did you play in that, Craig?
sounds familiar, but honestly, I haven't played in any TTRPG in a long while. Probably since Cyberpunk, really, and then even after that, I just helped you with your big epic there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get if you're
I can't remember.
you might not. It just happened this weekend, so it sounds like you didn't.
No,
but
I wasn't there.
if you're itching for some TTRPG goodness, I know Tanner is running. There's a system. It's Lord of the Rings based,
Okay.
and I haven't played it yet, but he's going to do a starter adventure. I think it's up for people to sign up on now. But it's the starter adventure is a party of hobbits, a little adventure in the Shire, before the Lord of the Rings movie happens. Is I guess like the setting. So I'm curious to check that one out.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. It sounds like fun. I might be able to reach into my bag of tricks and pull out my old gnomish character. He was a rogue, and that would make for a good character build in something like that.
Yeah, and then like Craig mentioned earlier, we're raising money for Charcot Marie Tooth Association, and this Thursday we are gonna be. Why am I not standing up? There we go. This Thursday we are playing a bunch of free games like Jack in the Box and Codenames. Next Thursday, I'm super excited. I'm trying to get, I think it would be Nate, Hannah, and Danny to join Craig and I for some Lords of Waterdeep. You know what? I'm going to go up here. I'm going to see if I can...
Yeah, and for anybody listening, too, you guys are all welcome to join these two. I will do a rundown of the list here, but keep in mind, I forgot, we didn't mention this, but if you're looking to pick up some games in general, not just board games, Steam's got their sale going on through the 13th, so I think it's like 40 to 50% off a lot of these games. So yeah, we're playing, like Cameron said, we've got first free stuff, so who doesn't love free games? But Codenames, the only one that I think we might play is like just a couple bucks is a Love Letter. Just some simple card games and easy to play games. Waterdeep, not too complex, but D&D based, so a lot of fun for all the D&D folks playing. And then Pummel Party. Pummel Party is like the adult version of Mario Party with all the fun and games, so that should be a lot of fun. And then there's a game called Root that's really fun too. It's been a long time since I played it. Cameron, I don't know if you
Is Root? I've never played it. I think Max has talked
like
to me about
factions.
it. Is it like Risk but like Redwall themed? Like Risk but with animals?
So like you start in different corners, and each of the factions has different move sets. And you try to like take over, the map, but it's more interesting because of like there's different factions that you can play, and they all have different turn-based functionality that they can do. So yeah, it's kind of fun. I had thought that Max had maybe been a big fan, but it sounds like he hadn't played it either. So I had mentioned it specifically because somebody told me that he was a big fan. Then he's like, "Oh, I've never played it," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, anyways, join us."
Max is, in general, he can be a fan of something without having ever actually like participated in it. I find it very strange, but that's the way he works sometimes.
Yeah.
Like for example, with Magic the Gathering, I feel like he doesn't actually play it all that often. And I've been like trying to get him to play it with me. Oh, where do I want to go here?
There's a Lord of the Rings cards that just came out, and a bunch of friends picked some up, and I was like, I'll pick some up, but I want to play it, not collect them.
Yeah.
You know? We had a ton of fun at Max's house the one time, probably like 8 months ago, playing. I would totally do that again.
I'm a little bummed we didn't I set up that first event, And then I was like, all right, Max, you just gotta, you know, do the follow-up. And it never, like, came to fruition, unfortunately.
Well, you know what? He's got more time now, so maybe we'll bring it up again.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, look
I know
forward
Max
to...
would probably enjoy it, and I think I would too. So we should.
100%. And at the very least, he has been a lot more engaged in terms of streaming stuff and things like that. So he's going to be playing Root with us. He might, if there's room for him, play Lords of Waterdeep. I know he likes that game.
Oh yeah, I think you can play. What is the? Let me look at the event real quick. I think it's up to 6 people, and I think we'll have plenty for this coming Thursday. We're just doing Codenames, Love Letter, casual stuff. I did pick up a couple Jackbox games, so like Murder Mystery and then Quiplash and stuff. You play those as well, just because those are open for a number of people, and you know, I don't want to like be exclusive here, for at least for the first week.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm doing it. We're making progress again.
Oh my gosh, the place we never thought we'd get to.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. Hey Tom, how's it going? Oh, I haven't noticed. It's been good. Craig and I are gabbing it up, like a couple of schoolgirls. Let's see.
We're all giddy.
Cheryl asks, "Congrats on Rime of the Frost Maiden. Favorite moment? Ooh, favorite moment of the campaign. I know what it is for me. The players I think would have different moments, and I'd be curious to hear their thoughts. But for me, so there in the adventure, there is this substance called Chardolin, and it can it is a corruptive substance that was created by a magical substance that was infused with demonic powers, whatever. Bad news bears, basically. One of the players got hit by a blast of Chardolin early, like midway through the campaign. And he was, for his character, he was trying to figure out how to get rid of this corruption forever. And it was like something that he really wanted to do for his character. He didn't like the corruption. The game, like the campaign, doesn't really give you a way to do that. But I was really proud as a DM. I was able to logic through what like purifying the corruption would be and what the benefit of that would be. It's something I had to wait till the very end of the campaign because it's technically not Adventurers League legal. But at the end of the adventure, like the process happened, and now Vyre, Osprey's character, is purified, and he has gained an ability because of dealing with this corruptive influence for so long. And I think he was really happy as a player with that result. And when we do play the sequel campaign, like that will be able to come into play, and I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, there's like a lot of Guardians over there. Craig, what about you? What's been like, would you say you've had this is my favorite moment in D&D? Is there a particular one that stands out?
Yeah, so like my first one, I think like the rogue mechanics, like I've enjoyed each campaign, and I enjoy playing different builds. So like I think, you know, where younger me might have been more obsessed with certain builds, like I've definitely enjoyed the different mechanics of that. And you know, Danny played mostly ground and pound characters in our first campaign and was going to do the same for the second one. And like I convinced him, like, Danny, you got to try out some different, like, more magic, like sorcerer or wizard classes and stuff. And I think he's had a lot of more fun with it because Danny's pretty creative too. So I've enjoyed getting creative with it. I think, as you know, like I tend to test the builds on like move mechanics and get creative with the different move sets and stuff. So like, I think my current character, some of my favorite things in general are just like the area effects and
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
thread the
Ashen.
needle on certain shot.
Yeah, Ashen, Craig Sorcerer, who Nate has talked about on the Infernal Travel Agency before. Ashen is, I forget what type of sorcerer he is, but his big thing is like he has a bunch of area of effect spells of like different elemental types and
Fire Ganondorf.
yeah, different elemental types and then different areas. So like during a battlefield, you can kind of look at the battlefield and say, okay, the troops are in this position. The most effective thing is, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh, I made it.
Yeah, like he's got like the lightning bolt thing was something I got early on, but was definitely super powerful, and so I was able to like move myself into positions to where I could get like 5 or 6 people for big damage, like
Yeah.
in a line. And so just like basically spell sniping, and then also just like having area effects where you like completely like make it hard to like terrain and make it hard for people to progress. So that helps in defensive ways too. I think the biggest challenge has definitely been like, this is something like I embrace the challenges. Like obviously when you're in close quarters, it kind of limits, especially with area effect stuff. So you kind of you're not the hand-to-hand combat guy. In fact, it's like disadvantageous to be in like that. But that kind of makes it more fun. I don't want to be like the super OP character anyways. I want to in all situations.
Yeah, you want to be thinking through the combat.
Yeah, exactly, in the situations you put yourself in. So that's fun. I kind of enjoy that. I enjoy like the flavor text. I definitely enjoy cracking a joke or two during the campaign. Fun situation to do that. But any one particular moment. I know during my first campaign that we did, this was years ago, but like I said, I had a gnome rogue that was an assassin, and had like boots of speed, and those were always a lot of fun to like run up walls and like launch yourself off onto characters and do sneak attacks with. That was always fun. Oh, if I had to think of the Avernus one, I guess I guess when I was doing this, I thought it was pretty straightforward, but everybody's like, dude, I can't believe you did that. But when I convinced the one guy on the plains of Avernus, I touched him and used my inspiration to convince him that to look around at his buddies and see the world burning around him and that he was screwed. And so I used my inspiration to give him advantage on a check.
Oh yeah.
Realized that he was screwed. So that was probably like a little bit of ingenuity and like just like it made it cool because you guys were like, oh, that's cool. To me, it was straightforward, but I guess to everybody else, were like, dude, I never thought of doing something like that.
Yeah, it's generally
yeah.
pretty hard to convince an enemy to like back down, but you did it, like you said, you did it in a really cool way. I thought that was a really cool moment.
Yeah, exactly. I did it. I added a little flavor text, and I was like, look around you, the world's burning. This is in your best interest. Give up. And so that was cool. Give inspiration to your enemy, but yeah, like on a certain, like I almost convinced him to do this check-in song. It was like a pretty bold move, considering he still had intuition and could have easily not done that. But I gave him pretty compelling.
Fuck. This guy's fucking me up. God damn it. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, Avernus had a lot of cool role-playing moments, I think. The one where you convince the guy to back off sticks out in my mind. The other
Yeah.
one that sticks out in my mind is Max. Remember when there was like that demon factory monster, and it was like a pretty recent moment, but he was corrupting our little goons, and Max like offered a trade in order to get him to stop doing that. That was a really cool moment.
Yeah, Max always is extremely creative in the fact that he'll go to great lengths to like make it to make justify like us going in a roundabout way of doing something. So that's what I love about playing with Max. Yeah, sometimes it can be overcomplicated, but there's always a good means to an end. And sometimes you're like, Max, where are you going with this? And then you're like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
That's where he's going with it.
Danny role-playing Rassel has been a lot of fun. Hey, Bite Size B, what's up? Hey, Anna. A bit late to the stream, but hope it's going well so far. Honestly, you haven't missed much because I have been fucking around a little bit.
We've been adventuring. We've been chatting it up, but then also trying to get to where we are now has taken a good amount of time.
Yeah. It has been an ordeal. It's mostly been me trying to brush off my cobwebs. So let's see. I want to put I think I want to hold that, and then I want to combine. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice little sword. Awesome. And then I want to take a rocket and put it on my shield. And
I think my favorite, Cameron, unless you were going to say something more about the game, I think I have some favorite moments from you. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's totally typical to you, but we started off the campaign, and from moment one, Cameron, had to bring his business intellect and listening to Nate talk about this is just as fun, but he's like, of course Cameron would do this, and he says it in like the disappointed disgust, but like kind of smirky smile kind of way.
Yeah.
But Cameron, we had the opportunity to question this crew of ship owners and dock people,
like basically pirates.
Docks around.
Yeah.
Pirates, yeah. But basically, we needed to interrogate them. But instead of like interrogating them or even killing them off, we just like found a reason to employ all of them. And we're like, hey, we helped you, so now we can like employ you. And we, of course, Cameron started the LLC. We have trade partners and trade routes that should open up as we open up more in the campaign and clear the bay. And I think, yeah, we set up with I believe it was like a lawyer at the town hall to like write it into being that we will get like proceeds from every shipment that goes out for. So yeah, of course, we had to leverage Cameron's infinite business intellect here, and that was from square one. That was probably still one of my favorite moments. And then the other thing is Cameron has a knack for building large armies. So in Avernus, it started with the Scully Jr.
Oh yeah, the three skeletons. We lost one.
Yeah, and they're like totally not NPCs anymore. These are like things that had 5 health, but now like have 40, 50 health and are like armed to the teeth. And they might as well. They're part of the party. They may not have feelings like humans, but we treat them as such, or at least Cameron does.
Yeah, it's been a really fun role-playing moment for Ami, for my character, because originally Ami's supposed to be kind of, so he's a warlock pretending to be a wizard. He's kind of dumb, but he pretends he's not, and he's really selfish, and that's like how he got into the mess.
Also like a little bit like arrogant to his own detriment. Like he thinks he's always doing the right thing, and he doesn't take questions. He just goes
yes
with it. Like,
but
early on, you're just like, everybody's like, well, let's think through this, and Ami's like, well, he's dead.
yeah, blew his brains out the back of his head.
Well, I guess we're not doing that.
Yeah, But I think the fun thing with the minions and stuff is it's been a chance for Ami to get rid of slowly get rid of some of those qualities as he learns to be responsible and stuff. So yeah, it's been a fun arc. And Craig, fun fact: so Bite Size B is Anna, who is one of the players in the Dragon of Icespire Peak campaign. So she's one of the ones that hates on what's his name, Weston. Anna, do you remember? Is Weston the guy's name? Yeah, the guy who survived the logger camp. I guess I'm gonna come over here. This.
You are one of the mean girls, huh?
Yeah.
We're just gonna hate on.
Picking on poor West.
I'm sure you deserve it, but yeah.
Oh, hey, okay. Okay, oh, and I love it when they do save points where the save point is a shrine. All right. We're making progress. Vincent's Vagrants. Yeah. That is, so Vincent is an oxen. An ox, I guess, singular. That they were in charge of, and they managed to protect him. And he's the party mascot, so they're called Vincent's Vagrants now, Craig.
Okay. Yeah, and what is a vendetta if it's not personal?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. So now I gotta originally it was supposed to be a throwaway character, but now I'm planning out okay, well, they gotta run into him again.
Yeah. This is personal. We can't let this shit go.
Yeah. You know, if they want a vendetta, then I can't just say, oh yeah, and you never saw him again. Not really spoilers.
He's coming back. Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't really. Yeah,
he's taking it personally too. He's out for a
no. That's. I think that's part of the reason they hate him so much is he is 100% unaware of the animosity. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy, and I think that's part of what rubs the party the wrong way. But I had a lot of fun playing him that way.
How dare you get enjoyment out of this? You need to feel the way we feel. Feelings matter.
All right, that is 3 shrines done, 1 more, and I get a little more stamina. He almost died to so many ankegs trying to. Yeah, that's true. Cheryl says, plus Barovia play.
Tell me they know Cameron likes to mess with people. What?
No.
That's why I was loving. I don't know if you were here early, Cheryl, but Cameron's story about the wedding this weekend, where the 3-year-old took his seat and wouldn't let him back. I'm like, finally, somebody who can mess with you, you can't mess with back.
Yeah. It was a taste of my own medicine. I think part of being a good dungeon master comes from you don't so there's extremes. And this is not a critique or saying one style is better than the other, but I'm gonna talk about some dungeon masters that we know and talk about their different styles of play. And then kind of what I like and don't like about each of them. So our friend Max, he has DM'd before. He originally started the Waterdeep campaign, and he was my first ever dungeon master. He really his style of D&D that fuck, I should be going backwards. I should catch this boat. He plays a pretty adversarial old school style of Dungeons and Dragons, and when he's running a campaign, it's everything is a trap and a trick. To the point where I think people don't love playing that style of game anymore. But that's his style, and there's if it's right for him, it works. But I think it gets a little exhausting.
Him, but I think there's some advantages and disadvantages to that.
Yeah.
I think people that enjoy riddles and puzzles, sure, will love that.
Yeah. But the
But
downside
also,
is it
too,
messes
like,
up
if you do too
pacing.
much of that stuff, it kind of slows the progression.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I was just about to say the same.
Yeah, so it's like a trade-off on what is more important to you. There, I've played with DMs where it's kind of a little too straightforward, and a little too like if you reward shenanigans without any consequence, then challenges don't exist anymore, and it's not really an adventure if there's not some sort of adversity the party has to overcome. Like for example, the characters in a group, the characters want to have the easiest time possible. No one wanted to take the ring to Mount Doom. They wanted, ideally, it could have been a super easy journey, you know. Can I make it? Oh, let me make it. Fuck, I'm not gonna make it. Alright.
Well, I think though too is you gotta level it with your characters too, because I think I'll piggyback on that. And like the first campaign we did, it wasn't anybody's fault. We were all kind of doing it together, DMing and playing together for a campaign, and I think we eventually just got way too OP for a lot of the stuff, so we didn't level it properly. We just had too many cool items, and yeah, it was kind of like a yes man mentality. Like, oh, we want this, yes, we can find a way to get it. There was some things that we couldn't get, but still overall, like I think we got away with more stuff than we should have had.
Yeah, and for the like from the character's perspective, that's
For instance,
awesome.
I
That's
had,
what
like,
they
100
want.
I still remember this. I had 100. Yeah, I think gnomes have like a 30-foot range. Like that's their normal movement speed because they're not very big, right? But I think by the end, I could dash and use an extra action with the boots of speed. I think I had 120 feet with a gnome, so I was just like the speeding little bullet, which was fun. Don't get me wrong, that was super fun to be like zoom in, zoom out, sneak attack, get it done, and then you know, leave the rest of the party to kind of get the big damage in. But it also too, like I think we kind of broke some of the mechanics by doing that. So
Yeah, and that's a little
it's
less satisfying maybe as a player. Whereas, like, your character, like, in the world, your character wants to have the easiest time possible. But as a player, like you were saying earlier, you don't want things to be too easy, otherwise it's not very engaging. So the Dungeon Master has to, like, find this balance of, like, you don't want to make the pace so slow and make your players, like, stressed out about every little thing where you can't ratchet up tension because it's always at, like, 11. But you also don't want to make it too easy where the players are like not engaged with the world and the adventure anymore.
Yeah, I mean, from my experience too, I've always liked to approach every situation as like there's a way that is probably the path of least resistance, but there's also a choice you need to make as a group. And then, you know, if you figure that out, you know, it'll go easier or it'll make it hard on yourself. That kind of thing. Because I always enjoy, like, when we do a retrospective, like, hey, had you done this,
Yeah.
you might have had an easier time.
Yeah, I am looking forward to doing that with some of my... Oh. Well... I'm going to come back over here. I'm looking forward to doing that, Cheryl, with the play-by-post stuff. I have thoughts on certain things that happened and the way, like, what you may have been expecting versus what I was, like, thinking. But yeah, so that, like, that dynamic and that balance between you wanna provide a challenge and keep players engaged, but you don't want to make it too easy. And hopefully, Cheryl, I am hitting that sort of balance. Oh, we're here. We are above this thing.
Yeah, I think that I think like you said, I think you can overcomplicate it too, which Generally, it's not always the case, and I do enjoy it. Maybe an over complicated encounter or two, but like you said, it's too much of the same all the time. The pacing gets off.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Um, and so that's like the Barovian play-by-post. I've really enjoyed it because oh shit, is it firing at me? Oh, it's the legendary Stormwind Arc. Um, the players like have gotten. I think I've done a pretty good job getting them. The whole adventure. It's going to go to like level 12 or so. It's going to take place in one town. Oh god, he is firing at me. It's all going to take place in one town, and I've spent. They're level 3 now, and they spent so far getting used to the character, like getting to know the town and the characters and stuff. And now I get to, it's Barovian, it's horror themed, and it's vampires and werewolves and stuff. So now I get to twist the knife a little bit, and the way oh, it's Zelda. The way I'm going to do that is instead of like, combat's going to be deadly and they're going to have to work hard to survive, but also I have all these NPCs that I get to threaten that like, for purposes of tension and all that, I can go after the commoners instead of the party members all the time. So I know Cheryl's a little, I don't know about annoyed, but she was definitely surprised. A character that they had known and gotten attached to was killed and is now back as a white, an undead with an agenda that goes against the party. So they are, there's been a lot of internal discussion about that. And they've threatened the villagers, and the party's like realizing that they may not be able to save everyone all the time. So that's been a fun oh fuck, oh, touching ice hurts me. All right, whatever. It's been a fun thing to see as a DM as they have to like start making decisions about where they prioritize resources and things like that. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, those kind of dynamics are cool, right? So.
All right, what do I want to do?
Sounds like a fun one and a conundrum.
Yeah.
It sounds like you got some White Walkers on your hands. Some
basically,
White Walker NPCs.
Basically, it's like the Domains of Dread stuff. That was like a big tour, right, of the different Domains of Dread, and then this adventure is a chance for me to like stay in one area and dive a lot deeper into it, which I've been enjoying a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Tulin's not with me right now. Damn it, I was
checking out the link in the description, so I think everything is showing up there, so that's good. I know this is our first fundraiser in a while, so...
Yeah, it's good to make sure that we've got all the details confirmed. That's what I was kind of hoping to do with this stream, is like announce things and then confirm that all the nuts and bolts are working. And
yeah.
Looks like it is.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Oh, I was expecting it to be a bungee jump. All right, I'm learning.
We might be able to get a hashtag out there for this. So
Yeah, let me actually. You know what?
Up with that.
Let us. So let's see. Okay, let's test out the thing. So if I'm on Tiltify, if I'm on if I am in the live stream,
link is in the description, everybody. So.
Yes, but I thought there was a way for me to donate directly on
in the stream.
Yeah, on Twitch.
Okay.
Let's see. What if I type this?
Over on the YouTube side, so
I don't think it exists on the YouTube side. I thought it was a.
Well, the good thing is the link is showing up in the description for the YouTube side, so that's good. There's still a way. Yeah, both have the QR code showing, which is good. And then the overlay as well. banner across
To donate on Twitch, folks log on, open their favorite streamer's channel, tune in, and click don't. There should be a donate button.
Let's give it a try.
I don't see it. Sorry, everyone, as we're working through the technical stuff. And this is good to know now so that I can fix it ahead of the Thursday stream. Oh, someone's spamming me up. Do. What if I try it on the computer? So if I go to Twitch, Arbitrary Hero, is there a donate button here? Ah, maybe I need to add a panel. Do I need to add a Tiltify panel?
Follow React I'm seeing, but I'm not seeing.
Yeah, how to... Okay, create a Tiltify account. We did that. Ah, adding the extension to my channel. I need to go to... Okay, we're doing it live. We're going to go to Creator Dashboard.
Do it live.
Yeah. And then extensions. Okay. And then here, Tiltify. Add. You must configure this third-party extension before you go live to provide the best experience for your viewers. Once active, you can manage your expansion. Okay. Log into Tiltify. Well, we're already logged in. We know what it is. Authorize. All right. Select campaign. Disability Awareness Month. Save. Activate. Okay. Now if I go...
It's updating. There's a wheel turning. Oh, some extra buttons just showed up.
Did it?
Peter, no. Maybe those were always there. Hold on.
It did say I have to do it before we go live, so maybe it'll be active on the next stream. We'll have to check it out during Danny's stream. But, okay, so that's at least... We tested that, and that's good. Anything else we need to test right now?
No, I think that's it. I mean, the banner's showing. The other thing is, I guess, yeah, I mean, on the Twitch side, we don't have any way to donate. You have to be on the YouTube side.
The Twitch side, I think, will be a thing after. Like, we can stay on this stream, and we'll... after we're done streaming, and I bet you will get it working shortly. Oh, what do I need to... I don't want to waste all my freaking... Yeah, I think for the Twitch side, we've got... Actually, you know what? We're going to call this a stream here. I'm inside the temple. This is where I said I'd get to. A little early stream, but it'll give Craig and I a chance to work out the stuff off stream. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll finish out the Wind Temple on the next Monday.
Yeah.
We'll play it out in a minute.
Do you want to just go through the schedule, I guess, for the week? Yeah. So I guess
Yes.
our unscheduled stream is Thursday.
Yep.
Log in, and we'll all be playing board games together. If anybody wants to join us, definitely join us, because
Yes.
we'll be playing some fun games. We'll be playing here to there, but our main feature is Codenames, which, have you ever played it? It's a pretty fun one. It's a good team activity type of thing. So they'll test your creative knowledge of words and stuff.
Yeah, and you don't have to donate to play with us, but
No, you don't.
like Craig said at the beginning of the stream, every $5 you donate gets you an entry into a raffle we're doing. We've got multiple prize levels of Steam gift codes. Remind me again, Craig, the dollar amounts?
Yeah, so it's 50, 25, 10, and then we've also are going to do either give away a physical copy of a board game that we all really like. We're just going to poll the group and say, hey, like, what's a game that we all as a group really enjoy that we'd love to give away? Or if we don't have a physical copy, we'll buy and ship you one of that game. So we're going to give away a physical board game or two. We could probably be convinced if people get behind this, I'm more likely to give out more.
Yeah.
Just really hoping that people
Yeah, the more people donate, the more we'll add to the prize pool. It's the same way we did it in previous years with Transformers prizes and stuff. And Bite Size Me, don't worry, and same with the audience. It's not just this Thursday. We are playing every Thursday for the next month. So like Craig said, this Thursday is Codenames and Jackbox and stuff. Hither there, what was it called? Hither thither.
Here to there. It's
Here to
like,
there.
Basically, you have a word prompt and you're guessing like, does it fall on this side of the meter or the left side of the meter? It's kind of fun. It's a very simple thing, but it's a free web app. So we can play that. And any of these too, if you're like really bummed you missed out, like I am like that DM. We were talking about DMs a little later. I'm the DM of fun, right? So it's like if you want to play, if we have some extra time on the end of one of our other streams and you missed a game that we can go through a game quickly, we can play it. Or like I said, after the whole campaign's over, maybe we can find a reason to all get together and play it again. So yeah, this is just to kick off our love for board games. Just picking a couple. If you can't make some and you really were looking forward to them, come back. We'll all play. But yeah, join us this Thursday. It's all free for this Thursday. And then
next Thursday is
Waterdeep. Yeah, D&D fans that we've been obliging to all night. Yes, come back and watch Waterdeep/join in. I think there's 6 slots.
Yep. And then
So
the
we
week
should be able to.
the week after
Which,
that
Cameron, you
is
and I need to figure out Pummel Party.
yes, the week
Pummel
after that
Party.
is Pummel Party, which I'm super excited about. And the week
Pummel
after
Party,
that,
like adult Mario Party. So that's always fun. Bunch of mini games. You can use a controller, by the way. Don't think I've mentioned that, but if anybody wants to hook up a controller, it's definitely worth doing.
the week
and
after
then-
that is Root, which I'm really excited
Root.
about. And then
Kind of
after
like
that,
Creatures of the Forest, fun little animated game with some different factions and kind of Risk-like, but yeah.
yeah.
And then the final week, right before we head off on our adventure in real life, is our in real life board game meetup. So any Cincinnati people that are in town, feel free to bring a board game. We will pick one to stream for sure, but like by no means is that going to be. It should just be a board game party, right? We'll pick one
Yes.
Steam party, but we'll to stream one. But yeah, like come on over if you're in Cincinnati and play a live board game with us because we haven't done that in a while. We
Yeah.
need to all meet up and have some fun in person too. So
And that will be when we announce all the winners during that stream. So you have until now to then to get your donations in. And like Craig was saying, every $5 you donate gets you entered for more prizes. So we will have
yeah,
the
like,
full list
we
of
have at
prizes.
least 4.
Yeah.
We'll have at least 4, but the more you donate, the more likely we are to add more prizes. So
Yep. And I'm trying to think of, I had one other thing I want to say. Oh, if you're curious about the schedule and everything, Craig has already posted and shared everything on our Discord. So go check out our Discord if you're not on it already. Oh, shit! We just got a donation. Did you see that? A little Optimus Prime popped up.
Oh, freaking awesome, man!
Thank you for the
Optimus Primes
donation.
with the finger guns. Look
Yeah.
at you guys.
I set that up.
You guys are too cool.
Anna, special shout out. Thank you so much for donating, and thank you for letting us test the donation notification. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it was gonna work. It
I
worked.
think- so Anna, shout out to Anna. Kudos to Anna. One, thanks so much, because I have CMT and this is like a huge help. So kind of makes me emotional seeing that. But then also too, like you just got 4 entries into the raffle. So good luck to you, and I hope you win.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll call this a stream now, and we'll figure out some off-stream stuff. Danny will be back tomorrow with an art stream. I think Tom is going to be playing Dead Space on Wednesday, or maybe Nate's doing Elden Ring. I don't know. Those brothers kind of march to the beat of their own drum. And then Thursday we'll be back and we'll be playing some Codenames, which I'm super excited about. Thanks
Codenames,
everybody.
8 o'clock. 8
Bye.
Eastern. See ya.
Yes,
Bye.
8 Eastern. Bye.